Shalom, fam. Shalom. Let's get into it. This is one of the videos I've been wanting to show you guys. I know you guys haven't seen or heard from the two birds of the same feather. We just been, relaxing, doing some research, learning some things about the phone and, recordings, videos and all that kind of stuff. But let's get into this. So I'm going to correlate this with the brother, Big Judah, and the elder, my elder, Ayil. And let's start out with some of these scriptures first, because you got to know about this history thing. We're going to go to Isaiah 41, 21 and 22, which you should already be knowing. Former things, inquire of the former things to know the end. Then you can go with that, backdoor that. Precept Job 8 to 9. Inquire of the former age, because we are ignorant. John 14:26. Teach and bring all things to remember. So y'all got to relearn and get this history, because the scriptures is telling you a lot. You got to open up your mind and allow yourself to learn. And on that note, I want you guys to check out this video I was telling y'all about that I got these videos from L.A. Marzulli. Check this out. This is going to correlate to the giants of the Bible, to the giants to let you know the Americas is the true promised land. Hallelujah.
A 20-ton concrete door was tossed aside by a UFO, and perhaps we needed to go back to Peru for more research. L.A. Marzulli, author and Nephilim researcher, led the team. Richard Shaw was shooting in even tougher locations. Ryan Forrester, who we nicknamed Sadistica, continued to crack the whip. A newcomer to the group, Chase Klotsky is an experienced forensic expert. Ron Moorhead returns with his updated report on Sasquatch that may be a form of human hybrid. Bringing his archaeological expertise is Aaron Jenkins, a world explorer and author. Joe Taylor, the curator of Mount Blanco Museum, returns, this time to cast more than one important skull. Jillian Peck's job was to assist Richard on the shoots, and also to help Joe with the casting process. Brian mentioned that the Lehman National Museum had undergone extensive changes, so that was our first stop. Last time, the museum was very close to further investigation.
In Lecture 6, we showed you the area at the museum in Lima, Peru. At that time, this wall, which you can see now, was completely sealed off. It was under construction. Now, a year later, what we see is this incredible museum showing the Caracas culture. If you come down to Lima, you'll definitely want to check this out.
See them? Nephilim skulls.
They opened up their back rooms for watchers. Shelves with thousands of ancient pottery examples. And some of the officials from the museum let us see a mummy that wasn't yet on display.
Okay, she said they're black, but at the time it became kind of red.
Is that because of the oxidation?
So more or less the center of our attention on this trip is this area here. This is Caracas itself. We have access to two of the royal burial grounds because they are not controlled by the federal government. Chongos is one we're going to, which is here. This is where the largest elongated skulls on the planet have been found.
On the planet.
This area has been plundered for more than 80 years. And the other one is about here. And this is Camacho. And this is the one that is recently being plundered. And then from there, the whole terrain flattens out. And that's where we reach the Nazca Plain. The Nazca Plain is as flat as a board, covers hundreds of square miles, and this is where the very famous Nazca mines, the figures are.
We're heading out of Lima to the Caracas area along the west coast of Peru. It's about a 4-hour drive. And we're going to be going to the Chongos graveyard, also Camacho, according to our intrepid guide, Brian
This candelabra has been carbon dated back to 200 BCE. No one knows who
When? 200 BCE?
appears to be
What they say?
enigmatic Caracas people's history. The image is carved into the side of a mountain and can only be seen by chartering a speedboat to the area.
Look at that. Only in the Americas.
Including thousands of birds and hundreds of sea lions who have made the area their home.
Did y'all see that? That giant carved in artifact on the side of that mountain? Come on, man. Only in the Americas. Let's get it.
Joe Taylor needed some chemicals to do his molding operation. This required some distilled water to loosen the mummy wrappings along with a small amount of acetone to remove the hair. It would be put back once the mold was completed. To try and find these things, the search began in the bustling little town of Pisco, not far from Caracas.
In Peru, you can get basically anything in a pharmacy. You don't see a doctor, whatever. So I went to get some pills for something. This little girl, maybe 8 or 9 years old, went, I think, to get some headache medicine. And the pharmacist just went, sure, here. And then she said, I think I have an infection too. Can I have some penicillin? I went, sure. Wow. That never happened in the States. Or had it. Yeah, no, forget about it. Have to go through the medical system. Yeah, exactly. Rigorous. That'll be $60 to give you a prescription.
So we're in the Caracas Museum, and there's a very small, what we call an infant skull, and it's wrapped in textiles. And what we're going to do is remove the textiles through a very slow process and examine really what's underneath it.
Infant skull. Giant baby. Nephilim. Child. And y'all know what it says. Y'all know what the Most High told us to do. Slay them all. That's all through Deuteronomy, Numbers. Wherever you want to go, slay them all. That's what it says in them scriptures. Og of Bashan. Sihon, the king of the Amorites. Slay them all. Don't spare no man, woman, child, not even the dang GMO modified animals. Let's get it.
We have no idea really how old this particular specimen is, this artifact is, and we have no idea, obviously, what we're going to see when we unwrap this. It'll be very interesting to see if it only has one parietal plate. And of course, if it does, then that means, well, it doesn't necessarily conclusively mean, but it certainly leads credence to the theory that this child was not cradle headboarded. In fact, he was born this way.
So by unwrapping this textile, we'll get an indication of its shape. And since the cranial deformation in general took on average 3 years to complete, from about 3 or 6 months to about...
Look who's doing it. All the pale faces. Not none of y'all. Not none of us. We all want to do entertainment, laughing, kicking it, clubbing. Nothing to do with the Most High. Not inquiring of the things before us. This is what they doing. What we should be doing. Let's get it.
3.5 years. The degree of deformation will indicate, to some degree, whether the shape of this baby or child is naturally elongated or was done through cranial deformation.
There may be some damage. It looks like I think the lower jaw is in place here, but that was broken off. Yeah. Probably when they recovered it. So this is fairly pliable there. Oh, yeah. You'll see that? Yeah. Is it other than see it on?
The embroidery that we see in this cloth after thousands of years still has color to it. And of course, the textiles, the way it was woven, is extremely fine. I forget how many threads per inch. But the closest thing we have to it today would be modern parachute silk. This is truly amazing. And of course, it is the first. No one that we're aware of has unraveled this elongated shape. Again, the purpose of it is to ascertain whether this is naturally occurring or is a result of cradle headboarding. And we'll soon find out.
We'll keep checking on Joe to see how he's doing. Meanwhile, Brian suggested going back to Chumbo's to see if there were more bones related to the baby mummy. When the mayor of Pisco heard a film crew was in town, he wanted to take everyone there personally. He brought his official security vehicle, and we followed him back to the gravesite.
What do y'all think we're gonna find at this gravesite? Find at this gravesite. Only in the Americas.
During that drive, the team ran into the same group of farmers, leading their cattle from one field to another. There were little kids in charge.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
We're here in the Chongo's graveyard. We were here with the mayor of Pisco with an armed escort to the area, which is just incredible. And the mayor took us on top of the pyramid. It affords you a great view of the entire area. We didn't do that the last time, so this time it was just fantastic to get on top of that and sort of see the lay of the land. And the mayor also pointed out two other pyramids that this was an entire complex at one time, a site. He told us this very interesting story. There was a hacienda over in the green belt behind where we're shooting right now, actually in front of me that way, maybe 400 yards or something. And the hacienda now has been ruined with an earthquake. But in 1980, the people saw this very bright light come down from the sky. And there used to be a lake over here, and that UFO, because that's what it was, descended and hovered over the lake apparently, and shortly after that the lake began to dry up. It is
Angels. Fallen angels or righteous angels? You be the judge of that. Did y'all see that, right? Man, the Americas is a hot spot for this. This is the promised land. This is the land of milk and honey. This is where it all goes down at. This is where you get Area 51 hotspot. I don't see that nowhere in the Middle East, in Africa, none of that. Mass abductions of these pale faces constantly, and no disrespect to them, but they're always getting abducted, always getting things done to them. In this beginning of this video, we'll get into that maybe later in another video, but they're doing some surgeries on here live, and they pulling out some implants that shouldn't be in the body. That's of material not of this world. Let's get it.
now a dry lake bed over there. There are some trees and some plants, but for the most part, the lake that was there right after the UFO came dried up.
We walked through the Chongo's gravesite, and we've done this before. Also went to Camacho. But why are we hanging out in gravesites so much? A lot of people may wonder.
What's interesting about the Paracas culture is it's one of the few places on the globe where we see this, where we see cranial deformation, or is it genetic? And this is one of the reasons why we're there. This skull here, the skeptic will obviously say, oh, it's just cradle headboarded, but not so sure. We see here that there's a lack of a sagittal suture, and we also realize and understand
lack of a sagittal suture that the skull should have. And it's not there. This is not cradle headboarding. This is not forming your head like that. This is genetically born like that. This is the children of the Amorites, Hivites, Jebusites, or whatever you want to call them, Amalekites. This is what you get. Stories over here. Historical sites over here. Not over in the Middle East. Not over in Africa. None of that. You're going to see all these skeletons of giants all over the place on here. Let's go.
This could be, the suture can close through age, but what if it's not? What if it's genetic? What if, and that's why we're there. I mean, we're boots on the ground, we're walking in these places because we want to find out. We've taken some samples. There's
boots on the ground. When we gonna get boots on the ground? When we gonna start doing all this? Where y'all at? Wake up, Yasharala. Wake up, y'all American Indians. Wake up, Aboriginals of Americas. Come on, man. When we gonna start getting this and doing this? Let's go.
still in Peru with archaeologists, and we're waiting to get the samples transferred to the States with all the proper paperwork, get them into the lab and do mitochondrial DNA testing on
That's what we
these.
really need.
That's what we need, and that's going to determine, what it is that we're looking at here. I'm leaning right now towards the Nephilim theory, but here's the rub.
Well, Nephilim theory meaning that they could be human
Hybrid.
alien hybrids.
Yeah.
Offspring are the fallen ones. Like you see in the Transformers, the fallen ones? That word is originally applied to the Nephilim, or the scriptures. The fallen ones. Y'all put that together? That's what we have to do. That's what we've been doing. Having to go over from the north to the South Americas. Battling these things, clearing it out. Clearing out all the little... I believe they built all them pyramids and stuff. We had to clean that out. Like they say, clean out home. Cleaning out that home, evicting them. And we moved in there and made it a righteous place. Most High, get them up out of here. Let's go.
What I saw was this, laying on top of the sand. And so it had already been, the Recaro had come in here and obviously strewn the bones around and everything of it. Next to it was another skull. These skulls probably were placed in the same area. They were basically like this when I found them, but covered with sand up to about that point, okay? So I just brushed the sand away. This one here is heavily...
Look at that one he pointing at. That looked like something Yasharala done did, huh? So-called Israelites. Like David. Split that skull. Crack that dome. Peel his cap back. Scalped him. Only in the Americas. All this evidence, and y'all still want to be dumb. Stiff-necked, stubborn people. All the evidence in front of you. And they give you the okie doke. Look over here. Look over there. Everything's going on over here. Look over there. Everything's going on over here. Giving you the straight right to the face. Got you looking that way, and then take off on you, knock you out, keep you unconscious. Let's go.
Damage. There's nothing below the nasal cavity. But what's interesting is here we see the sagittal suture. Very plain, it's there. On this skull, no sagittal suture whatsoever.
I think this is probably a female, a very narrow teardrop nasal cavity here, kind of a maxillary that jets up.
Female. Thinks it's a female. What does it say? Come on, man. Deuteronomy 3:1-7. Og and all his people were destroyed. Man, woman, children, infants. But then they kind of messed up. They did not kill the GMO animals. And it will cost us. We didn't do it. Supposed to kill all of it. Man, woman, child, infant, beast. All of them. But we didn't get the GMO animals. Wanted to keep it and Oh yeah, let us just keep these. Cost us. Let's go.
A little bit. So if I had to guess, this is probably a female. But this has been on the surface for a long time, and when LA found this, only this part was exposed. You can see where it's been bleached from the sun. That takes a long time. The rest of this is a little discolored, and it was all under the sand here. So in a setting like this, LA saw this coronal suture here, but the sagittal suture is completely missing. It's supposed to go from...
None. It's supposed to be there. What are we dealing with? It's not over in the Middle East. It's not over in Africa. Oh, the Americas, the promised land, the real land. Where all the evidence is, huh? Let's go.
Here, the coronal, back here to the optimal, it's not there. So that's very interesting that these are all on the surface. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, they're just laying on the surface here. It's just stunning. I've never seen anything like this. Never.
How come we ain't doing this? They all out there doing that. Where we at? Oh, y'all up in the clubs? Where we at? Are we out on the street corner still? Where we at? Oh, we up eating that greasy food in the restaurants? Taking them shots? Come on, man. Gotta wake up, man. We gotta do better than this. 2020, man. This is what they call it, so-called 2020, so we're gonna go by what they call it. What's your vision like? Is you seeing clear? Is you seeing the former things? Are you inquiring about it? Or y'all still stuck on stupid? Let's go.
It's all attached.
We get here in front of this, so we need to do your work. Yeah, we need to So let's make this 4.
I'm trying to straighten these out.
Hold on, let's see what 3 is.
No.
3 was the first one that fell off. So yeah.
All this stuff is a crime scene. Evidence. Evidence of a crime scene in the Americas. And y'all still think y'all looking over at the other land instead of right here in your motherland. Come on, man. Y'all gotta wake up, man. Let's go.
That goes with 4.
This one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Wow.
Greens, red, and purples in here.
Beautiful.
The background is yellow.
Yeah.
So that's all folded over on the side.
It's gonna come off. This is the last layer. Yeah. It comes off.
You have to pour it first.
This is more of a fringe.
And
Maybe
cake?
tape first, yes.
Okay, cake, please.
Take, please.
Sorry.
This is in Camacho. It's one of the more bizarre places I've ever been. It's literally a salt.
One of the most bizarre places that he's ever been. And these guys have been going all over across the dang world looking for these Nephilim, tracing Nephilim bones and all that. But they come right back to the Americas like, man, this place is just riddled with the evidence of the scriptures. These Nephilim of the scriptures. Floods happening in the Andes Mountains of Chile. Floods happening in Peru where they're finding hybrid animals and things like that. Whales on top of mountains. Grave sites of whales and things, all on mountains. And y'all still looking over there at the okie doke, not paying attention to what's in front of you. You stiff-necked, stubborn people. You are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. Acts 17:11. Study to show yourself approved. Don't get approved from nobody else. Study to show yourself approved.
And as we walked up this hill, we came upon this, what I could only describe as a Holocaust. Because that's what it looks like. There's just these oak.
A what? A Holocaust? Let's get it again. Numbers 21:33-35. Og, the giant king of Bashan, was killed, him and his sons and all his people. None was spared. As was Sihon, king of the Amorites, was done the same way. Don't spare them. So people, I don't like the Bible. They're killing kids and this and that. No, they're killing giants. They're killing the Amorites, Amalekites, Jebusites, Hivites. All them giants. The Raphaim. All that is giant stuff. Pay attention. Let's go.
Big graves everywhere. It's just this huge, a pit probably 50 by 30, and maybe upwards of 30 or 40 skeletons, just strewn all over the place. And many of the skulls, if not all of the skulls, had some sort of cranial deformation done to them. I believe, and I can't say for certain, but I'm leaning towards this was cradle boarded, and here we have an elongated skull, probably a male due to the brow ridge here.
Whoop, got that bash. Look at that bash on the side of that. Well, that's that David stuff right there. That's that David stuff right there. Cocked it and let it rocket right into his top of his eye socket. Knock his brains right out of his pocket. That's how Yasharallah get down. That's how we was getting down. It's gonna be a time. Y'all know what it says. Come on, man. Don't act like that. Y'all know what the scriptures say. What happened to us? Everybody dumb and blind now? Didn't the Most High say he was gonna chastise us? Who did he chastise us with? Did he do it? Yeah, but through who? People. So when it's our turn, who are we going to do it through? To who? Huh? Yeah, us, Yasharallah. What is done to them shall be done to them. Yasharallah going to get busy? Yeah, it's going to be a time. It's a time for everything. Let's get it.
But, again, I'm no expert, but this is something happened in this place. We don't know what, so.
What has been done to us shall be done to thee.
There's a lot of these sites in Peru, they really need to be really looked at.
As you pointed out, it's got a pretty pronounced brow ridge here. This is probably done after death. This is probably not done during the lifetime. That's not trepidation. If you turn it over, you can see that there is a parietal here. It's been fused.
Yeah.
But there's no evidence of the steecum bone. There is two little holes here that we see for the bronchus sculpture, which this one has, which is very interesting. But this has a flat shape to it. Looks like it has been cradle-boarded on this one. But this is actually different than the ones that we've been seeing.
Yeah.
This is what we would expect. But what we haven't seen is skulls without that sagittal suture and other anomalies. And we need to find out what that is. Why is that different than this?
I agree.
Everything around them in that border of the giants, they had people with them too, mixing and mingling with them too, breeding into them too, So, as you can see, giants were on the earth when? Genesis, in the flood, and afterwards, right? During the flood and afterwards. Let's go. You guys see that? Only in the Americas. We got all kind of pyramids and stuff built like that. Walls built like that. No. Not in the Middle East. Not in Africa. Only in the Americas. The hot spot of Area 51 and all the Bigfoot and Sasquatch and Nephilim activity. All here. Let's get it. Genesis 6:4. Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also afterward, when the sons of the Most High went into the daughters of men, who bore them kids, the mighty men, the giants, the Nephilim. Let's go.
13,000 feet. The wind's beginning to pick up a little, so I'm raising my voice to hopefully carry over the wind. We're in front of something we have no idea really what it was. Obviously, or maybe not obviously, at one time it was meant to be vertical. It's now been thrown down by something cataclysmic. We've got cracks in here and cracks in here. The corners are perfectly square. So if they were using some sort of a circular bit to create this, you would see a rounded corner. You don't see it. What's more astonishing is this little design, for lack of a better word. I believe it's utilitarian. It has a nice design element, but we measured these distances and they are exactly the same to within a 30.
Shout out to Brian Forrester and L.A. Marzulli. Our people ain't doing it. They doing it. They on the trail of the Nephilim. It's leading them right back to the Americas. What more can we say? Let's go to Numbers 13. You can go to 1 to 33, wherever you want to go, but all throughout from 13 to 1, all the way to 33, you're going to find where Moshe, or what y'all call Moses, sent Yasharallah, spy out the land, and there they saw the giants. In the land of Canaan, that's where they were at. The children of the Anak. And you guys already know what we're talking about, the mixing and mingling. Jude 1 and 6, and the angels kept not their first estate. They kept not their first estate. The UFOs, angels, abducting people, DNA, pulling out eggs, sperm, breeding programs. Y'all catching on to that? Y'all understand that? David and Goliath, 1 Samuel 17, 48, 49, David cracked Goliath's skull wide open. 1 Samuel 15 to 13, utterly destroy them all. Man, woman, child, infant, suckling. Even get rid of their GMO animals. Leave nothing of the Amalekites. Yasharallah was ordered to utterly destroy them. The Amalekites, the Perizzites, Hivites, Jebusites, Amorites, all of them. No women, no children, no infants, no animals. Get rid of them. Canaanites, all of it. And then Deuteronomy 20:16, giving us Yasharallah as an inheritance, you must leave nothing alive. Go and take over these lands. Destroy them all. And you can have that land and all that other stuff as an inheritance. I don't know if he wants us to dwell in those pyramids or what. Maybe we were doing the mounds and you got the natives over there doing the tents, TPs. But we advanced people. So we're going to build some stuff up and have it all nice, and, you know, and then you get reclassified and get lost, and the evidence gets reclassified, and, you know, lands get reclassified. We're getting reclassified. You understand that? Just like the lands. Names change, ours name change, Indians, colored, Negroes, mulattoes, blacks, African Americans, Afro Americans. What? The name goes on and on. What do y'all want? You don't want to be called what you were to be, which is the children of the Most High. Let's go.
Second of an inch. Brian was telling me these are basalt stones, and I want you to take a look at some of the joinery here. Absolutely incredible. I mean, who gets up on a Monday morning and decides to join stones with just multi-side polygonal shapes? It's absolutely incredible. And again, you'll see here no mortar anywhere. We're in another set of chupas here. There's at least 2 or 3, and there's remnants of others all in the area. This one is fairly intact. I want to point out something to you, which we showed in Module 6. These megalithic stones here, notice the joinery, how tight they are. Literally, these are weathered stones. They are in a curve. All the faces have been curved. There's not 1, 2, which is the same. And notice this area right in here. It's like whatever machine or whatever technique was used to mold these stones, they've left, and again, this is conjecture, but it seems like they have left something just kind of moved away from it and left these impressions. We saw these in Cusco. We saw these at the gate to the Sacred Valley. We saw some of them in Ollantaytambo. They are sort of a signature of the builders. What astonishes me that there's not one glyph here. There's not one signature of who the builders were.
Yeah, this is a coronal suture here. So I
should be saying sagittal suture.
Yeah, I don't see any sagittal suture down here.
We don't see the sagittal suture at the bottom, going down the middle. Enoch 7:3. When men could no longer sustain them, the giants began to devour them. This is the reason why them spies were scared when Moses sent them to spy out the land, because they knew what they've been dealing with. They've been warring with these things. Enoch 7:4. The giants began to devour everything living, birds, beasts, reptiles, man, fish, thirsting for blood, devouring each other. They just start just going crazy. And you read about that during the wars. A lot of these wars that people don't know of. I think it was Lot and them. I want to say it was Lot, when they were having all those wars going on. And they ran across, they were dealing with the giants. They were having all these wars. Some of those wars that you're reading about in there, you're going to read about, is them wars with them giants and stuff. Let's go.
Here, I see the squamosal and I see the lacrimal sutures there.
So once again, we have the typical Paracas shape. Brian, this is like a Paracas stone.
Yeah, this is the, it's a corny term, but this is a conehead kind of style, which is typical.
Conehead kind of style, where you get the coneheads from. Look at this. Only in the Americas, baby. Only in the Americas, Yasharala. Shalom. Let's get it.
Of Paracas and the coast of Peru, the southern coast of Peru.
It does look like it's cracked up through here and down through here. So I don't think that's trepidation. I think that's probably something else maybe.
I think that's a blow to the head.
Yeah, that looks like more trauma than a trepidation hole. So
What? It's a trauma? Trauma to the dome? Woo! Them stones. Leave you with that trauma to the dome. Only in the Americas. That's that David stuff, that Dawid stuff, man. Take them out. The Most High commanded us. He didn't say just, you guys can go ahead. He said, no, go. utterly destroy them and all that's around them, because it ain't y'all. Let's go.
Would you say it's a male or female based on what you're looking at? John, sort of.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a male because
Male,
it's got some
okay.
robust. This, of course, is zygomatic is broke
Right.
here, but it looks like it's pretty robust on the mandible and the zygomatic over here. So I would say that's a male.
All right. Got a file.
The patterns and designs on this 2,000-year-old fabric are so fine that only the best craftsmen of the fabric arts would be doing this. The only reason they would be doing that would be for a royal personage. The finer the fabric, the higher the rank. Just like the finer the pottery, the finer the design work on the pot represents rank. So this clearly was a person of royal heritage. Okay, good.
A person, you'll find out. This is a thing. This is a Nephilim of royal heritage. What? Oh, could it be of Og, king of Bashan? Or Sihon? Sihon? Is that what it was? Let's get it.
Just I think just hold it.
Okay.
I can have it.
There it is.
That's it, it's coming off, there it is, up there.
Okay.
Oh, it's amazing.
Look at that.
Can you hold it up, Joe?
So you still want that to come off?
Well, there he is, right there. That's, oh my gosh. Look at how big that is.
Oh my gosh. Look at how big you are, Nephilim. Spare none. Man, woman, child, infant, animal. Spare none. Utterly destroy them.
Bro, Joe is trying to move. That's natural, guys. There's no paperwork, Joe. We're here with, in the Caracas Museum with Dennis Senior Daniel Mendoza. Thank you for being here, sir. From your analyzing the skull, have you been able to determine its age and whether it's male or female?
A través del análisis que acaba de hacer, ¿cuáles son las conclusiones que usted ha llegado? Si es hombre, mujer, la edad del...
Me gustaría hablar un poco sobre lo encontrado de las piezas dentales. En realidad,
He would like first to talk about his finding on his teeth.
Okay.
el resto tiene 14 piezas dentarias.
Okay. It has,
Estamos incluyendo las del maxilar superior con las del maxilar inferior.
the skull has 14 teeth, maxilar superior y maxilar inferior.
Todas son piezas temporales, de dentición temporal.
All are temporary teeth.
And how many teeth do we have?
Con una edad aproximada, una edad dentaria, no una edad ósea, de 18 meses a 22 meses.
He's got 18. It has 18 teeth. Spare them none.
Okay, according to the teeth, the number of the teeth, the skull or the baby is 18 18 years old.
18 months to 24 months.
18 months old.
18 months old. Don't even spare the infants. Most High, we thank you. We give all praises to you. You do give the truth. And all y'all that got a problem with the scriptures, stop letting the pale faces run you off and teach you. This is a historical book. It teaches you about the Hittites and all that stuff. Stop running from it and look at it as history and a learning guide. The stigma has been put on there. Yeah, you guys know it. Everything isn't right. Yeah, we know it. But when it lines up like that, the evidence, you cannot refute it, can't reject it. You got to accept it. Let's get it.
De 18 a 22 meses.
Approximately from 18 to 22 months old.
Doctor, do you believe that this is a male or a female child? What is the sex of the child?
¿Cree usted, doctor, que es un niño, una niña? ¿Cuál es el sexo de él?
Hay la probabilidad que sea un...
There is a probability
Niña.
it's a boy.
Okay.
Oh, niño.
Doctor, the overall condition of the skull, what is your evaluation on the condition of the skull?
La condición en la cual ha sido encontrado el bebé, ¿cuál es su opinión acerca de eso? ¿Ha sido encontrado? ¿Está bien? ¿Está mal?
Lo veo bastante conservado, bastante
It has
conservado,
been very well preserved.
y que parece que no ha sido expuesto al sol por el color.
And since, because of the color, it seems that he was not in front of the sun didn't get
O el
into
medio
his,
externo, o
on
el
the
medio
external,
externo.
or the outside world.
Alrighty, can you ask him to look at this tooth from the skull?
¿Podría, por favor, observar el diente del bebé? ¿El diente?
La pieza dentaria que estamos viendo es una pieza temporal,
It's a temporary tooth.
correspondiente a un canino.
It's one of the canines. Canines.
La pieza 5.3
Is the piece 5.3
del maxilar superior derecho.
from the right side, maxilla from the right side.
Y se observa la corona
And you can see
completa
the crown, which is complete,
y la raíz todavía en formación.
and the root that is on its shape.
En
Que
formación.
tenemos todos nosotros. Había un grupo, nos han encontrado unos cráneos que antes de la momificación le sacaban por la boca todo el cerebro, como también las vísceras y los músculos, para poderlo momificar.
In some of the studies, the mummification, when the person died, they took the brain through the mouth. That was one technique that they used.
And on that note, y'all gotta open your minds, open your heart, get the stubbornness out, and let the Most High work with you. Start studying what they keep telling you, the scientists keep overlooking, and now those are the ones that had something to hide. Now you got the new age, or the new wave of scientists, or the ones that are kind of old too that have been suppressed. Now they're able to bring out their evidence and stuff. And I advise y'all to start doing your research in the Americas and line it up with the scriptures, with historical manuscript of the scriptures. Because you'll find some stuff in Chile with the flood going on. I mean, you'll find they have the Atacama Desert, where they call the whale graveyard, where it shows of a flood. They call it Cerro Ballena, the whale hill. And they have extinct creatures they found there, like hybrid looking stuff. So there's a lot that you guys can learn in these Americas that you've been overlooking. Your home is right up under your feet. And you're looking way across some shores and stuff. And you've been taught by the vain thoughts of men. Seek the Most High. Fast, pray, do whatever you got to do. Meditate. And watch how he worked like he did with me many, many many suns ago. Do your research in Peru. You find out they have sea fossils found in the Peru desert. They say they got a trove of them. All kind of mammals and whales dead, and they have things that they're saying that was extinct and trying to say evolution or evolved. The modern day whales evolved from these weird looking mammal things that look like dolphin, whale looking things, and it's just a mess, man. You guys got to look it up, do your research. Let the Most High guide you. On that note, I'd like to say Shalom. Peace, blessings to you all, the American Indians, all across the globe, because we've been traveling everywhere and been teaching all kind of people like they tell you in Egypt. They came from the West that built up and taught them some of that stuff. You find our people a lot, you guys going to have to do your research in that Europe, because the rhythm ain't nothing, no joke. The rhythm will get you. One thing about that rhythm, you know about agriculture and rhythm and all that, the original people, us, Yasharala was good at that. If you notice, part of all this music and dancing and talent and all we got, fighting, boxing, all that stuff that we got, they got it over in Europe. That might be where the Southern Kingdom is. But on that note, we're going to say Shalom. May y'all have a good evening. Hey, Hawa.